some stuff out for the Twitch stream, which should be done now, but it's still saying I am offline. That is super annoying. I do not get it. Okay, well, we're online now, I guess. Okay, now it is loading at least. There we go. All right. We're good to go. My goodness. Okay, so right now we are going to work on hopefully getting the rest of the bag sewn tonight, because I really don't want to, I need a break, bluntly. And I really kind of want to, hang out with my kiddos and my husband tomorrow. So that's what we're going to work towards, is trying to get these, mostly done tomorrow or tonight. And then we can go in and finish them on Friday. Friday will be rivets and crossbody straps are the two main things. My cat totally just stepped on my sewing machine and ran the thread through. So we just have to re-thread the needle right here. He's over by the door and all I didn't do anything. Please do not slander my name. Yeah. Sure, buddy. Okay. So we are on to 1, 2. We only have 3 more Heidi actually to sew. So I'm glad I came down to actually work on this tonight. And wow, okay, yeah, we only got 3 more Heidi to do. Okay, I didn't realize I was that close to actually being done, so yay me. First things first, we're going to sew the zipper in here. What did I use for the zipper color on? I used a vanilla zipper, so we'll use a vanilla zipper for the top as well, as long as I've still got some. I do. Excellent. I could always use a longer zipper too, but honestly I don't want to waste it if I don't need to. And then I did figure out a bunch of stuff for how to actually get this sewn in correctly, or sewn correctly into the bag correctly. There we go. With the first one, so we'll work on getting it into these ones as well. Alright, so first things first, we're going to do this, and then we're going to trim the zipper down so that it matches the edge, and then we're going to fold it up at the seam allowance amount that it requests. So we did get the 2 Sheenas done today, except for the strap, and we got the mermaid one done, except for its strap. I feel like those caveats need to be stated. But we still got quite a bit done. We also have the wallets done up to the rivets, so that was a good move as well. Honestly, it was a super productive day overall. And then I went to spin and yoga. Yoga was really good. Well, okay. I don't know. It was weird energy in the rooms tonight, which might just be me and everything, but it was there's 2 guys who come to spin that wear hats in spin class, and I'm just I don't mean to be judgy, but I am going to be a little bit judgy, because I'm just how? You have to get so fucking sweaty under that hat. Excuse me. So I'm just how do you do that? So totally being judgy, actually. I'm not going to be judgy, totally being judgy. But whatever, that's fine. They did that. Then there's a guy who flicked a towel at his friend, and I'm what if that hit someone else in the class? And then in yoga, I was getting breathed on, and I was just this is not a nice night to be here right now. Because the yoga classes are really close together. And I get it, some of the poses are really hard, but it was literally right on my back, and I'm oh, it just, ugh. No, brother. I don't know, gross, yuck. Anyway, because I was mad in spin, did really well in spin. And then I was just grossed out in yoga. I think that's fair. It's like, you're close, and if it's taking you that much effort to get into these poses, why are you doing the pose? Especially when so many people are so close to you. Ugh. Just encroaching on my space. I know I sound, again, cat problems, right? But, ugh. I don't know. That feels like a little bit more than a cat problem. No. Go back. Don't. You gotta pull the zipper pull up. There we go. Sorry, these take a little bit more concentration than the normal zippers because they gotta have this fold at the end. So I'm going radio silent because I'm concentrating on making sure that that fold gets put into the zipper correctly. And then we'll go over and we're gonna put the lining on. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I'm happy to chat away. Otherwise, I'll just kind of be moving along with everything here. Hopefully there isn't too much creative chaos today. Be nice if it was just a nice kind of chill sewing session. That's doubtful. There will probably be something, but at least I'm not going to be flailing around trying to figure out where everything is because it is all literally right there. That, at least at the minimum, has been resolved. Right, I'll also tag these, I guess, is the other thing that I'll do on Friday. So currently what I'm doing is I'm just trying to get through some work so that I can like have a chill day with the kiddos and husband tomorrow until I go out to spin and yoga again, I guess, realistically. Yay. I was gonna say until bedtime, but yeah, I guess I won't be around for bedtime either. Man. This, like, I know it's a challenge, but, like, it is this time. I did this challenge, like, 5 years ago, pre-children. And it is way harder this time to do the 30 classes in 30 days. I miss my kids. And that's also partly because I have been working quite a bit, too, but I want to do bedtime. I guess I can do bedtime on Saturday. Yeah, because I'll be around on Saturday. Although I'll do it on Sunday. For sure. Because I gotta make sure that I don't have any classes booked for Sunday. Since I've got this market. I can do it Sunday, and I can do it Monday, and then Dallas can do it for the rest of the week. He's home. Because realistically, having him home is also partly vacation for me. Because it's like, he's home, and I don't have to do everything. And he's very competent at it, so I don't have to worry about him doing it either. Alright, there we go. Now I figured out how to top stitch this so it doesn't get angry when I go to sew it. And then so I don't get angry at it because I have to do some sort of like wonky stitching from the inside, like I'm gonna have to do with the dark stitches ones. Typically I do all my top stitching at once, but with these, because I just want to get them done, we are going to go in and top stitch them individually as we get the pieces done. There we go. do the other side. Line everything up. Line up the top. Line up the sides. Clip it in. I really like this contrast of this kimono with this obi. Very nice. Very, very nice. Today was the last day for getting applications in for Omatsuri. So hopefully I'll hear soon if that's something that I'm getting accepted into. I unfortunately did have to turn down the night market portion of it. Just because with the kids, it's like, it would be too much of a logistical nightmare. And it'd be such a late night for them or for like caregivers to really be able to do it either. And if Dallas was home, it would be a completely different story, but he's not. So again, he would be able to do it, but also like a brutally early morning then, because basically the market doesn't close until 10:30. So then you have to pack up, and like for me, it's a 45-minute to an hour drive home, and then like the whole like you can go to bed, but that doesn't mean you're gonna fall asleep right away either. And just a few other factors. And it was also like I would have to basically, because the kids are in preschool, I'd have to come in, pick them up, drop them off with whoever was caring for them, and then drive back into the city. So it's just like no, too much of a logistical nightmare this year. Obviously, that's not always going to be the case. In 2 to 3 years, I might be able to do it again, but just not right now. So I said that, like, I completely understand if I don't get in, because I get it. They want to create a consistent atmosphere for like the event, blah 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 blah. But and I've heard amazing, like the night market last year was apparently like amazing for vendors, absolutely packed. I think it fits the event really well, and I would love to do it, but I just can't. Just cannot think of how I'd even swing it. So not this year, so we'll see what happens. I'm also going to keep putting my application in for Odafest and hope for the best there. Maybe I'll get in next year. That would be super cool if I did. Odafest was this past weekend. Nice thing is that even if Dallas isn't home, I can still do that event because it doesn't go late. And we have family in town. And yes, if you're like, Katie, why couldn't they pick up the kiddos from Omatsuri? Their car seats are still pretty complicated, and I'm just kind of like, not quite there yet. So once we're into like booster seats and stuff like that, even way easier to like manage child pickup by other people. Okay, so there is that one installed. Now we'll install this one. And then once this one is done, we'll only have 2 more. So that's pretty awesome, actually. Oh, that totally got stitched in with the, okay. Basically, it's basted in right now then, and it's going to get stitched over again with the interior anyway, so it's just going to have multiple seams, one of which is a longer stitch length. Not a big deal. But I am glad that I caught that before I went in to sew it on this side as well. Okay, I am going to scroll those out a little bit just so it's not so tight on this end. But yeah, the traffic was horrendous tonight. So by the time we had picked the kids up and got back to the house, I literally had to turn around, turn around, get back in the Jeep, and get back out to class because it was like, yeah. I didn't even get to eat dinner. I was like, no, I'm hungry. And my voice is totally going. So this does not bode well for this weekend, but I guess we'll do the best that we can. I don't know what else more to do, but... Okay, so these clips are the seam allowance that I need to leave. So... right there. I'll mark it on this side. So it is pretty exact for what they want. Apparently... oh yeah, never mind, because that was actually pulled back a little bit more. Okay, we're good. Sorry, that was all like grumbly and mumbly. I'll try to speak a little bit clearer here. But it was mostly just muttering to myself about it anyway, so we're all good. Okay, I'm going to leave the needle down. We're going to move the zipper pull out of the way here. I don't know why this isn't such a big deal or with the like box bags and stuff like that, but it's like on these ones they keep getting in the way. I'm like, how? Why? I don't get it. Alright, trim down the zipper, top stitch it, and then we'll place the D-rings for the addition of a crossbody strap if desired. Actually, with these ones we're just going to say that there will be a crossbody strap because of the basically I am not running the table on Sunday, but there will be volunteers running the table for me instead. So we're just going to keep it as straight and simple as possible for them, which means that like I will not be doing add-ons on Sunday. It will just be the bag with the strap. Blah blah blah, because that will just make it easier for everyone and for the logistics of like sending them the merchandise codes and stuff like that too. Actually, I wonder if these would do well in Market Spot or not. I put some options in last year and then I didn't really get any bites. Not that people didn't look at them and admire them, but they never sold anything. So whereas everything else had sold at least a product by the amount of time that I'd had them in there. So alright, Market Spot is moving again. They're going to be moving to down at their old location apparently, which is by the Lens Crafters, I guess, which is cool. The current space they're in is extremely tiny, so I think it's going to be better for them to be. They said that it's their old space actually, which is kind of cool. So I don't know. We'll find out if it's a good move for them or not. Should be a good move for us as vendors, but you never know either. So that's going to be in June. Yeah. Here's hoping. Alright, so these D-rings need to be up from the bottom here. That seems really tall. Like too high. So we're going to do... oh, okay. Never mind. Because when they're on the... okay, the fold naturally falls on, like, above the... okay, nope, that's right then. Sweet. I didn't realize they went quite that high. Okay, so for this one, we're going to do... bronze? Bronze. The black. And then, because the teal will get a iridescent... and then, yeah, the other rainbow can also have bronze. Okay, sweet. Alrighty, so we'll put these in with some clips. By the way, the Knit City Calgary vendor list has been posted. Classes have opened for sign-ups. So if you've been waiting for that info or you got into your classes, I hope you got into your classes that you've been eyeballing. Yeah, that's way too high, I think. Whatever. It's supposed to actually be based on, or on the other side. So let's just ignore it and do it on this side like we're supposed to. Because that's going to solve it. Anyway, as long as they are even to each other, I really don't care. yeah, if you are coming to City, Calgary, and you got into a class, please let me know what it was, because that would be a lot of fun to hear what everyone's taking for classes. It's one part that kind of sucks as being a one-person vendor is that, like, I don't get to do a lot of the activities involved with the events, which is actually the nice thing about this kimono event this weekend, is I get to be a little bit more of a participant as well, which will be fun. Although I don't know what I'm going to be doing, because it's kind of like, well, okay, do I stick around for the 6 hours and just chill, or do I come back to Cochrane because it's 6 hours? I haven't decided what I'm doing yet. Maybe I'll go walk around the zoo. No, I'll hang out with the event because that seems like more fun. Actually, the kiddos have a zoo field trip coming up, and they're like, "Are you coming?" And I'm like, "I don't think so, because I think I will be there, but I kind of want to walk around the zoo by myself." Because it's like a 3.5 hour field trip. So by the time I drop them off, they get like picked up by the teachers and organized and all of that. And then I would have to drive back into Cochrane and then back into the city. That's an hour and a half right there. So I'm like, there's no point in me leaving, but I don't really want to go on the field trip with the kids. I don't know, maybe I do. If I go on the field trip with the kids as a volunteer, though, I'll need like a police check and everything, which is not a big deal. It's just, can I get myself organized and motivated enough to do that in the next few weeks? I don't know. So I guess I'll be making a decision soon. I gotta make a decision soon because it's like on June 3rd, so it's just over 2 weeks from now. 2.5 weeks ish. Okay, go. Thank you. And then go back 2 because you need to be top stitched. Excellent. There we go. Down. Probably back a stitch. Okay, good. We are at construction. Lengths for the stitches. Excellent. And as always, if you are watching this and you're like, Katie, I need that in my life, I am more than happy to work with you and snag it before it goes to any events or anything like that. Or if you're coming to any of my events coming up, I have this kimono market, but I also am vending at a crochet retreat in June. I will post more information about that actually in the next couple weeks. I'm going to have a bunch of kato coming to that, and probably a bunch of, hopefully a bunch of small box bags. So if you see anything there as well, please feel free to be like, Katie, I want that. Happy to accommodate. Okay, we're going to just, it needs to shift over to a wider seam allowance. There we go. That's better. And that'll just keep the lining tighter in the actual bag. It'll sit nicer. And things will be good. Alright, I'm glad we're not working on anything too complicated tonight. Now that I said that, all of these bags will like laugh at me and throw hissy fits. There'll be a bunch of sass or something. But, yeah, I'm glad we're not working on the sheen or anything tonight, because honestly, these are pretty straightforward bags and I am tired. But I still want to get these done too. So it's like, what to do. So the answer is obviously sew right now. We're 2 days from I guess we're still 4 days from my event. So we're doing really good if I finish up my sewing in the next couple days. Like really good. And then just have to do like the finishing touches sort of thing. And then Saturday we have people coming over, so I will work on the small things like the kimono keychains and stuff like that from the scraps. And I also do want to put together some of the Obi photo frames. Did I? Oh, no. Apparently, this is just a recurring problem with these bags. I don't know why I keep forgetting to open the zipper. This is the third one I haven't opened the zipper on today. Apparently, I did need to go to bed more than I thought I needed to. But, like, it was an issue today even when I was, like, mostly more energetic. What the hell? Come on, open up. Okay, there we go. Anyway, there are still spots to rent kimono, so you can get dressed by a professional kimono dresser, and then you can go around and take photos in the kimono. There's actually a really nice garden at the NJCA Center, and it's like, this was a really fun event last year, so I've been looking forward to doing it all year. I was hoping that they'd bring it back, so I was very happy when they said, yeah, do you want to come vend again? I'm like, of course I want to come vend again. Look at, I'll even bring some more Obi products. Actually, I just looked up and there's totally a bag that was supposed to be a large box bag or a wedge bag from years ago, and we could 100% finish it to actually be a crossbody as well. Although it is lined in cotton, that's not a big deal. Because the brainwave for lining this stuff in kimono didn't occur until I took my trip in November 2022. When I was at Kitano Tambangu, which is one of the temple markets, monthly temple markets in Kyoto. And I actually saw another woman who was making purses of Obi, and she had lined her bags in kimono. And that was such a good idea. I went and bought a bunch of kimono to line my bags with, like, right then and there, because I was still at the temple market. So, of course, I don't have as many of the kimono as Obi because the kimono is so much fabric. So they're really, 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 really heavy. So if I go in November, as it's kind of all indicating that I should be able to, I will pick up. The gist of the trip will be like majority kimono and Obi to pad the stash of it. Not even pad the stash, because like we've actually worked through quite a bit of it just even in this one. Or I've pulled stuff out where it's just like, I don't, like, this doesn't suit what I even want to make anymore, sort of thing. So, okay, that needs a little bit of a convincing to get it to push out correctly here. So typically I have an edge pusher, like a little bamboo point turner, but this is actually the turner stick for the handles. I figure it's probably a little bit better just because it's like long and I don't have to reach in as far. There we go. Alrighty, everything looks like it is stitched well. I'll make sure everything goes in here nicely. After the fights with the Sheena today and last night, having a purse that just comes together this easily is very nice. Yeah, look at that. It's like super nice. Oh my goodness, that is so cute. And yeah, it is actually fairly small. It's about, I think it's 9 inches across. Yeah, it's like 9 and a tick. And folded like this, it is 7 inches high. But I made it into a crossbody bag because it's a very similar size to like a waist bag. We're going to open up the back here, and there is actually another zipper pocket back here, which is nearly invisible. And then obviously this folds down, because that would be a little bit awkward to carry like this dome. But then it's got this nice just open interior. So we're going to stitch the turning seams because I'm satisfied. Like this, and then we're going to just kind of roll this out a little bit. There we go. That's why I don't trim down the turning seam allowance, because it makes sewing it closed so much easier. So this red inside of this is actually a kimono. It's one that I purchased there in November 2022. And why I always say the temple markets is because they're like giant markets. Lots of people would probably refer to them as flea markets. I prefer the term of temple market because I think it communicates the gist of the event a little bit better. Basically, it's a market that happens on temple grounds. That's exactly it. There's one at Toji on the 21st of every month, and there's one at Kitano on the 25th of every month, and I think the first Sunday of every month there's one at Toji as well. Yeah, and it's something that I've done every month. I've gone to, well, actually, November 22 was the first time I had not gone to Toji Market since, like, I'd been to Toji Market every trip to Japan since my exchange, because I'd been to Toji every single month that I was on exchange when I was in Japan. So, anyway, it was actually my first trip to the Kitano Market, which was awesome. It's a little bit small. Kitano is a little bit smaller. The temple is actually quite a ways out from the city center, so it was a bus ride out, which is wild. I don't actually end up taking buses very often in Japan. Most of the time I'm on trains, but it wasn't accessible by train. At least not at this time. Anyway, Toji is quite a bit larger. There's a lot of the same vendors though at each, which is kind of cool. So, alright, so this is what I mean by it's nearly invisible. Basically, the zipper is covered by this flap. And then it is also lined in the interior fabric, so they all match. Pockets and interior on this one match. Then we'll go through and I'll pull those threads before I put it out on display. And then I've been tucking the little zipper pull in there, so it is nice and just concealed. And if you were like, what I saw in this today was it would be a really good kind of passport crossbody for travel, and then your passport could go in here, and that could go like against your body, so that it was a little bit more concealed. And then I don't think, right, I was going to test this to see if the full-size wallets would fit in here. No, the full-size wallet, well, it doesn't fit with the flap closed, but realistically you could still carry it this way as well. But you would need a smaller wallet than the NCW for the small Heidi. Although realistically, when I think of what I travel with for in my wallet, I have like basically a coin purse that I throw all of my cards in that I'm going to need for the day, and I head out with that basically. Because why not? Okay. At least while I'm in Japan. Japan is, I've never really, don't know if it's like white woman invincibility or what, because there's definitely some factors of that too. But I've never felt the need to be overly cautious in Japan. There was one time that a gentleman approached me while I was sitting waiting for my nail appointment at the end of my exchange, but it was like A, laughable in some ways, and B, like just creepy more than like I need to be overly cautious, I guess. Well, he was pretty bold. He was like approaching me right when I was sitting in a like very public area. So I don't know. That was weird. I'm gonna throw a couple extra stitches in here because it is a little bit cranky on this corner. So I just want to reinforce it a little bit right on that edge. May not have gotten caught quite as well as it could have, but that's nothing that a few like back and forth the top stitch aren't going to fix. Will it unravel and ruin the whole bag? Hell no, it'll be fine. But just a couple extra stitches in there isn't going to hurt anything either. Alrighty, so here we go. We got this and we got this. And it is complete. So it needs its crossbody strap, which we will work on Friday. And it needs its label. Now I think with these ones, I decided that's gonna go like on the front. It's gonna, no. Right, with these guys, it's gonna go in the front middle. Just like they go on the Kato. So it'll be kind of right in the middle right here. It's quite a large label for it, so I might go on the back. But I don't know if I like that either. They may not all go in the same space. It may depend on the different bag. Because why not? It doesn't need to stick with anything specific. Okay. It just like slipped right off of the desk behind me here. It's like, I'm out. See you later. Okay, now we have 2 more large. And then we've got the top stitching to do on the ones that I completed earlier. Although now that I know how that zipper is supposed to be put in, I wonder if I should go back and actually put it in that way. Oh no, that's fine. Okay, it has the gap like it's supposed to on this end. Good. And what about this end? Oh yeah, we're good. Okay, sweet. Yeah. I can deal with that. Awesome. So yeah, 2 more large ones, and then we've got 2 black top stitching. But I do think, oh yeah, it's 11 o'clock. So I'm gonna sew the last 2, and then we'll call it quits, and I'm going to go upstairs to bed. And with these last 2, I'm gonna use navy zippers. Yeah, I know I didn't use a navy zipper with the other rainbow one, but it will look really good, I think. Actually, what did I use for a zipper color on its back? Yeah, I used a navy zipper on the back of that one too, so. Navy zippers in the drawer, in the drawer. Go. Oh boy, okay. So this is the exterior, and then this is going to be the exterior back. So the exterior back is the teal. Interior lined with the teal, that's the back cuts from the actual Obi. And then this is actually a leftover piece from a different Obi, and that's going to be the like base. Well, it's going to fold down like this. So contrast front, I guess, is the best description. Or the most concise description of what that is. Alright, I got overly long zippers, so it doesn't really matter where I place it as long as it goes on. We are going to sew it with this up, and then I'm going to trim it here so that I get the proper fold up ability coming up here. Okay, there, and then I'm going to go in here and snip and throw and throw, and then we're going to mark the seam allowance, or the point of fold. That's actually what I'm marking. Yeah, I've actually been really good about going to bed, or at least being in bed chilling by this point for the past week, so my body's like, what the actual F are you doing? And honestly, if my voice keeps going, we aren't going to be able to stream as long as I anticipate. But where are we at? We're at 38 minutes, and we've already finished one. Ooh, 104. Okay, so we got some more work ahead of us. But that's okay. We'll crank along here. Again, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. These are all upcycled Obi and Kimono from temple markets in Kyoto and secondhand stores as well. I don't buy a lot from secondhand stores typically while I'm in Japan, but I do buy a lot from the temple markets, although that will probably change this next trip. The buying from secondhand stores, not the temple markets. I will 100% do a full on face dive into the temple market because I love those things. They're so much fun. Yeah, cat, what's up? I hear you. I know, I'm pretty sure everyone on the stream hears you too. You're coming to make sure everything gets put together correctly? Could have used that help last night, that's for sure. Oh man, I was committed to being up till like midnight, and now I'm like, I am tired. Apparently the zipper is going to be cranky about getting placed there. Alright. Put the stiletto in. And okay, just make sure I'm not missing anything over here. We're good. Make sure I'm not missing anything here. Yeah, that's true, Andrea. Okay, so for some reason, the messages aren't coming through on YouTube. Good to know. Or from YouTube to, like, the Streamlabs software. That's weird. But it's coming through on multi-stream. Odd. Yeah, I need to actually... So, to change my name, I need a police check, too. So, it probably wouldn't be the worst idea to do anyway. Although, I think I've decided that for that, I'm going to hold off until after I'm going to renew my passport one more time. Because if I do a name change, I'm going to have to do like a full new passport application, which I'm not up for right now. And basically just get a short passport, and then I'll early renew when the kids and Dallas's come up, because they all come up in 27, and I'm the odd man out, so, or the odd passport out. So if I just do a 5-year, I'll just get a new passport with everyone in 27. And then we'll be set for like just being able to roll through with everything for me. And that gives me like 3 more years to get my ducks in a row for the legal name change and everything like that. But you're right, getting a police check, them in preschool for the next few years is not the worst thing. Because then if I do decide I want to do one of these field trips, I've got it. And who knows, maybe I will want to do the field trip in June. I don't know yet. It would be fun to see them with their friends, but I'm also like, I think it would be very beneficial for them to do the zoo with just their friends and teachers too, because we do the zoo all the time. So I don't know. I'm like in the middle. Stuck in the middle with you. And you'll just get to hear me talk about it constantly for the next few weeks while I make a decision. Okay, I'm gonna stitch it again this way because I had it on the like top stitching length, and I want to make sure that that fold got in correctly as well, because these are fighting me, obviously. Okay. There we go. Okay, so there's the one side done. And now we go in with the interior, which is going to be one of these nice teal pieces. This is one of, this is one of the Obis where it was definitely loved. So if you see some like sun fade and stuff like that, 100%. This Obi lived a very full life before I bought it. And now it's becoming a gorgeous handbag instead of being a gorgeous Obi. And I think that's cool. I used to have a little bit of like, oh, this feels almost sacrilegious to do this. And then I found out how much like waste fabric there is just from like kimono and Obi not being used every year, and now I don't feel any compunction about it. I'm still gonna treat it with respect, obviously, and like, yeah, still be nice to it, because what's the point otherwise? But I don't feel much compunction about just cutting it up to use it now anymore. That's what it's there for. Alright. That feels like a sick cough. So, it progresses. I'm going to bed earlier than even I thought I was. I don't have to be up for any classes tomorrow, though, which is a relief, to be honest. So that'll be nice. I think we're going to, as long as we're not sick, I think we're gonna go to the pool, which will be fun. The kids will like that. Feels like a good Thursday activity. All right, there's the one side done. We'll trim down the threads, and then we'll get it top stitched. Turn, 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 and a finger press. So that's actually the most effective way for these guys, is just a finger press. Right, and then I gotta go in from just there, because otherwise what it does is it holds the dome down basically, so you can't actually sew the seam allowances, side seam allowances correctly. So that's why they actually do in the pattern say you should stitch it afterwards, but it's fine. We're all good. The wean of it worked this time. So there we go. Trim down the other thread as well. There we go. Now we'll go in and we'll do the other side, the prettier side. I like this Obi, but it can't even compete against this. How could it? Alright, so now that we've already got it established, we'll go in and we'll just line that exterior line up for the seaming. By the way, the spin class and the yoga class went really, really well, but I was complaining earlier because it was like, the guy beside me in yoga was like heavy breathing, like blowing on my neck during class. And I'm just like, I know these are hard poses and you're doing way better than I am, realistically. But also, if you have to breathe like a train bellows down my neck, please don't. It's a really busy class, and so just don't. It's so gross. We're also like all sweaty from spin, so it made me cold. I was just like, meh. But other than that, it was a really good class, so I don't know. I don't know what to say. It was just gross. Have we learned nothing about breathing on people? Don't do it. Okay. We're going to bend it. And we're going to go up. I'm sure there's like 6 dozen, that's a little bit of an exaggeration, probably 2 dozen clips down underneath the sewing desk right now. Under the sewing table, whatever we're calling this. I guess it's probably a sewing table, is probably the best description of it. But they just keep springing out my fingers and going, adios, sayonara, matane, adieu. One after another. Alright, let's get this in before I try to do any more terrible accents and languages I don't know. Goodbye-in. Okay, stomp it with the stompy foot, the presser foot. I think stompy foot is a better description of it though. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna stop there and I'm going to open the zipper. while I'm thinking about it. Somehow I forgot to open the zipper on the other Heidi that I just finished. Again, I don't know what it is about these bags, but apparently they are going to be cursed to never have their zippers open when I need them to be open. All right. There is the exterior sewn together. Now we need to do, or sewn to the zipper. Now we need to do the interior. Yes, the interfacing is folded, but it does not affect the actual fabric. Because for some reason the interfacing folded, but the fabric did not. So we're just gonna roll with it, whatever. It's all good. There's a little bit extra reinforcement right there. What is going on? Oh, because the zipper is undone. Okay, there we go. I'm like, why is the other lining like hanging down? Okay, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and one more over here for good measure. And then I need to put the next seam allowance on here so I don't sew past it. Hi. I know you're a cat. What's up? Those are very serious claims, yes. Yeah, what's up? Do you want to come visit? Oh, so happy. Oh, so happy. All right. Let's get this one stitched. And then we'll get the D-rings placed. And then we will... No, we're going to top stitch the amount that we top stitch. And then we'll get the D-rings placed. And then we will sew it all together. Okay, my brain just went... I think we just went offline. Okay, what time is it? It's 11:30. Okay, I think we're going to place the D-rings. I think we'll get this one done, and then I'm going to leave the last one for tomorrow. So that I'm like, I don't want to go past 11:30 really, because the kids are still going to wake up and be like, we're still going to have a disrupted sleep tonight. There we go. So I don't want to be too late. Hey, you two. Good God. They are worse than siblings. That 100% did not actually catch there. So that there alone is a good indication that it is probably bedtime. Oh dear. Okay, let's try this again. Any kind of fight, bedtime tonight. That probably was enough, like I said, to be like, no, let's get out of here. But let's see. Alright, it got caught now. Good, good, good. And this is a complete disaster up here. There we go. Because it's like split on both ends. Alright. Alright. Behave yourself. My goodness. Okay, we're good. That is spectacular. And then when it folds down, that will be... Oh. So that is the front of this one. Just realized that needed to go down. And then this is the back of it as well. I love how these are like on this panel. Alright, so let's get this top stitched on the other side. And then we can go in and sew the interior. And then I think I will call it for the night. Basically, we'll get this one finished. And then, yeah, it's bedtime. Would this be made easier via pressing? Maybe. Maybe not. We more or less just did what would be termed a finger press, because the Obi and the interfacing are enough to kind of hold everything in check anyway. So we're good. That is thread that I do not want to be seen on the outside. Thank you. There we go. Okay, I'll trim that right down. All right, so that is top stitched. Don't open it. Or don't close it. Open it. All right, and then this needs to be at the 8-inch mark, I think is what I decided. Right, and then we've got a wallet to dark top stitch back here, and we've got a and we've got 2 Heidi's that I've finished already that also need to be dark stitched as well. Sounds like some sort of incantation. They need to be dark stitched. Okay. That is that point. That is that point. So it actually also needs to be about the 6-inch point. Same as the... Really? Same as the small? This isn't a small though. Interesting. What did I end up doing over here? So the pattern doesn't actually call for D-ring tabs on this size because... but it's a hack I've seen other people do, and it's it makes the bag way more useful. Okay, so that was at the... Yeah, that's right. Okay, and then it lined up with the zipper, right? Yeah, it lines up with the, midway of the zipper. Okay, so that's what we're going to line it up with, is the midway of the zipper, because that might just be better than trying to use an actual ruler in this case. Okay, this one is going to get these iridescent D-ring tabs because it is mostly iridescent anyway. And then, oh yeah, I've definitely slowed down just suddenly. It's and you're done. Okay, well, that's not bad. If we get 2 of these bags done, then I'm further ahead than if I had just gone to bed. So, yeah, and it wants it actually on the top side of it. All right. Fold and place. Now we fold these together. Struggle because now I've remembered to actually open the zipper. Struggle because you're doing it the way you're supposed to do it. Ha ha ha. Joke's on you. You should keep it closed. No, we're going to leave it open this time. Okay. I'm going to put one here. Does that make sense, to be honest? That's the transition point between the 2 bags, the exterior and lining. I'm going to put one on the bottom so it remains aligned down here. Clippy, clippy, clip. Clip. And your wrangle. Oh, excuse me, one of the women who's one of the bigger designers out on the West Coast posted today, and it's just know, I just got this information that you may want to be subscribed to my newsletter if you actually want to see my news. Because Instagram was woo, you've gotten 1,600 views on a post, which is the best in the last, like, 30 days. And I was like, yeah, that sounds familiar. I just got a notification that was like, woo, this post reached 310 accounts. The best of any of your posts in the past 30 days. Instagram, you're not doing your job. If it's only reaching 310 people, that is not very social media. IMO. In my opinion, shouldn't social media be more social? Whatever, they're trying to make money. I refuse to give them money. Well, probably willing to give them some money, but... Let's go like one more stitch and then we're good. So we're going to do the whole there. Okay, bobbin thread, please be fine. I just realized I'm probably coming up at the end of this next bobbin very rapidly, but you know, we'll play this fast and loose. Oh yeah, we're good so far. I'll get it like run out right before I have to do the back stitch for the turning seam or something stupid. It's happened at worse times, that's for sure. So we do have one more Heidi to do, and we have the dark top stitching as well, but we've finished 2 Heidis tonight, so I am going to call it quits here once this one is done. Probably another 10 or so minutes to get it turned and like finishing touches done. Let's actually see if that comes true. But hey, another hour of work is another hour of work to get that a little bit closer still to ready for Sunday. If you're in the Calgary area, I am at the Kimono Fair at the NJCA. I can't remember what it's actually called besides the NJCA Center. I will be there from 11 to 3, I think is the time on it. I've just posted all the full details on my Instagram. That's probably going to be the easiest way to track them down. And I've also posted links to the... and like tag the NJCA in, and they are the organizers for this event. So go check out all the information posts on their Instagram and give them a follow if you're interested in Japanese culture in Calgary. Excuse me. I did this one last year and I really enjoyed it, so I'm really looking forward to doing it this year as well. And that's why the focus in on the Obi and Kimono products, even though I really should be sewing the kato right now. La 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 la, we're going to ignore that. Kato, what kato? That's what we're working on starting in June, is we're going to get through the remainder of those kato. Now I guess the question is should I go in, I'm talking about the kato, should I go in and finish cutting and prepping the remainder of the kato and then just sit down and sew everything, or should I sew everything that's out here and then go prep everything to then come back out and sew out here? Let me know what you think, either in the chat or in the comments. Since I'm wrapping up, probably in the comments. I feel like I should finish up what I have out here so it kind of like tidies up the space before I add more chaos into it. Hi cat, what are you doing? Climbing into the recycling box now, but at least he's not fighting with Dahlia, so I'll take that as a win. Yeah, I think actually, yeah, I think the first option of let's wrap up on what's actually out here and then add more chaos out here is probably the better option. Rather than being like, all right, whose D-rings is this for? Whose webbing is this for? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that's what we'll do then. Also, that'll help clear off the majority of this desk back here that's like coated in like kato pieces basically right now. All right, there we go. It is very nice. I approve of it. We're good. We're gonna fold all of these down and put them under something heavy, so that they get a little bit of extra compression because they're kind of puffy. And the best way to get rid of that is going to be placing them under something heavy, I think. Hey, what you doing? You just sitting in the box? Or are you being a jerk? Oh yeah, I can see like 4 clips down there already. Okay. We are good. I'm going to need to go in and just clean up some of these threads, and that's fine. We're going to go in and open up the seam here, like this. Now apparently he's going to like tear apart things in the recycling bin. At least it's in the recycling bin, so it's good. I'm like, where's the zipper? Okay, there is a zipper in there. It's just open. I'm like, this is opening onto white. It's supposed to have a zipper. Where's the zipper? Ah! Wouldn't that be, like, annoying and heart-wrenching if I got all the way through this bag and then thwarted at the end because I didn't have a zipper in it? Ugh. I would be devastated. It'd totally be a cat problem, but my God. It would be an issue. Okay, there. Come on, seam ripper. Don't fail me now. There we go. Yeah, so I gotta go through and like pick out these extra little threads that like come out because of the zipper. The pocket is lined in white, which was one of the linings for the kimono. Now we're going to zip up here. Good, good. Unzip, rezip. We're good. Okay. This is a little bit thicker kimono around the edge, so it is just a little bit more. But honestly, it just keeps it nice and hidden. And apparently, it's going to be a little bit more of a tent around the zipper, which is fine. So I think once it actually gets folded over, that will take care of itself mostly. Yeah. Awesome. So there is the exterior back and the exterior front. And I know I said I was going to top stitch it. We're totally not going to top stitch it. I'm going to bed. I don't want to do anything else to it right now and mess it up and then have to just fix it in the morning. So here we are. There is the flap on the front and then the full color back, which is super cool. Obviously, you can totally carry it with this at the front and the flap in the back towards your body. Yeah, you can wear it however you want. But the design of it is so that the zipper is towards the body. And realistically, it's also designed to be a clutch. And we've totally made it into a crossbody option. So, you know, do what you want. Anyway, it's pretty large for a clutch, I believe. I don't know. I don't do clutches much because I'm like, I hate not having my hands. Anyway, there it is, mostly done. It's got a couple things to do tomorrow. We've got the rainbow large Heidi to finish up, and then the dark top stitching on the other two Heidi and the dark top stitching on the wallet, and then the rivets, and that's it. So we are damn close. I'll be able to wrap up on Friday, no problem. And then we'll also end up with time to do the straps on Friday as well, I think. So yay, we'll do it. It'll get done. So I will chat with y'all Actually, I'll probably be back on tomorrow. If I'm not back on, yeah, no, I'm not going to be on in the afternoon tomorrow. I might be on tomorrow night, and if not, I will see you all Friday. And I hope you have a nice break.